Okay, we're going to read chapter 9 of The Case of the Library Monster by Dori, Hillestad, Butler. But let's talk about chapter 8 a little bit. Remember in chapter 8, Buddy goes and talks to Maya when he goes outside, and she says that she did some bad stuff. She says that she stole the key from the office. Then I took it to the hardware store and had it copied. And then I can't even tell you what I did after that. So Buddy's not sure what that means. And then he and Mouse talk about it. And Buddy thinks that he has a bunch of mysteries to solve. You know, the case of the library monster and the case of the... what are the other ones? The case of the library monster, the case of the missing key, which they figured that one out, and the case of the missing, he doesn't know who Freckles, those Felix, Freckles, and Fluffy are. He thinks they might be those mice that the reptile guy lost, but we're not sure, right? And he remembers that one of the facts about skinks is that they eat mice. Okay, before it's too late. You have to find Blue Tongue, Buddy, Mouse says. You have to find him before he eats Felix, Freckles, and Fluffy. I know, I say, but how can I do that when there's a gate in Mom's office? Can you jump over the gate? Mouse asks. Maybe, I say, but Mom will chase me. The whole school will probably chase me. Then you'll have to find Blue Tongue before they catch you, Mouse says. Where could Blue Tongue be? I've seen him in the library. I've seen pieces of his skin in the hall by the main door, but that doesn't mean I'll find him in the library or the hall. Where would I go if I were loose in the school? I'd go where the food is, the lunchroom. But Blue Tongue is a reptile. He might go someplace different. I think back over everything I know about Blue Tongue skinks. Maybe I know something that will help me find him. Here's what I know. Their skin comes off in little pieces. They like to hide. They need light. They need heat because they can't control their own body temperature. Uh-oh. 11-8 minutes ago, I was worried about the mice. Now I'm worried about Blue Tongue, too. What if the school isn't warm enough for him? What will happen to him if he gets too cold? I have to find him before it's too late. Where is the warmest place in the school? I wonder, as Mom and I make our way toward the office the next day. If Blue Tongue is smart, he'll be hiding in a very warm place. We walk past the heater, but there isn't any air blowing out of it. Sniff, sniff. Hey, I think I smell Blue Tongue. I also smell pancake, sausage, butter, and maple syrup. I love pancake, sausage, butter, and maple syrup. They're my favorite foods, right? But I smell Blue Tongue, too. I really do. I think he's in the cafeteria with the kids who are eating breakfast. I pull Mom toward the cafeteria. Whoa, Buddy, she says, holding tight to my leash. Where are you going? In here. Hi, Mrs. Keene. Hi, Buddy. A bunch of kids wave to us from the tables. Sniff, sniff, sniff. I don't think Blue Tongue is in here exactly, but he could be in the kitchen, where there's even more pancake, sausage, butter, and maple syrup. I give my leash a hard tug and pull it out of Mom's hand. Then I race toward the kitchen. Buddy, Mom calls, hurrying after me, but I'm faster than she is. No dogs in the kitchen, one of the cooks says. She claps her hands and chases me around a big table. Sniff, sniff, sniff. I definitely smell Blue Tongue. He's in here somewhere, but where? If you can't catch Buddy, step on his leash, Mom says to the cook. Now they're both chasing me around the table. Hey, a stove is a warm place. Maybe Blue Tongue is over there. I dart under the table and over to the stove. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Yes, I smell him. Blue Tongue is under the stove. I stretch my front paw as far as I can, but I can't reach him. Come on out of there, I say. You don't belong under the stove. What is that crazy dog doing? One of the cooks asks. Maybe he smells a mouse, the other cook says. Not a mouse, I say, a skink, a Blue Tongue skink. Mom snatches my leash and tries to drag me away from the stove, but I won't let myself be dragged away, not this time. I paw and bite at the stove. We have to get under there, I tell Mom and the cooks. We have to get that skink. Should we move the stove and see what Buddy is so interested in? One of the cooks asked. Yes, move the stove, I say, backing away a little to give them room. One of the cooks grabs one end, another cook grabs the other end. They count, 1, 2, 3, and pull the stove out from the wall. Careful, I say, peering underneath. Don't squish Blue Tongue. I can see him under there. He isn't squished, but he isn't moving either. What's back there? One of the cooks asks. They both peer over the top of the stove. I don't know, the other cook says. I don't see anything. That's because he's still mostly under the stove, I say. Excuse me, excuse me. I nose the cooks out of the way and squeeze back behind the stove. Hello? I nudge Blue Tongue with my nose. He doesn't say anything. Are you okay? I ask. I think he's okay. His eyes are open. He's breathing and his body feels warm against my nose. I nudge him again. All of a sudden, he scoots through the opening between the stove and the counter. He's out into the kitchen now. A bunch of people in the kitchen scream. Ah! What is it? Yells one of the cooks. I don't know, yells another one. Someone call Mr. Poe. No, don't call Mr. Poe, I say, squeezing out from behind the stove. I take off after Blue Tongue. I'll catch him. He may be fast, but I'm faster. I chase Blue Tongue across the kitchen and into the lunchroom where all the kids are eating breakfast. Blue Tongue stops, turns, and scurries along the wall. I stay with him all the way to the corner. Now he's stuck. I've got him, I call over my shoulder. Hey, Buddy's got something, one of the kids says. What does he have? Someone else asks. A bunch of kids surround me. Whoa, what's that? In the distance, I hear somebody whisper, oh no, it's Fluffy. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, chapter 10 tomorrow.